Today, we are cleaning these nasty things. They ran a marathon down in southern Utah and they need some cleaning. I'm Carter and I'm going to be doing this video today. Please like and subscribe, comment. All right, so we are just gonna start by using this stiff brush because this is harder material. Because they're running shoes, we're just gonna start with this stiff brush just to get anything off that we can without getting it wet first, just to avoid making a bunch of mud because these are very dirty. And you can see all of it coming off. This is gross. Look at that. It's just another big pile of stuff. And that is from one shoe without doing anything else. All right, for the next step, I'm gonna go around and just get what I can off with this. Because there's a bunch of big clumps of dirt all around. So I'm just gonna do that. There's already a big difference between the two. At least you can see the name on this one now. Wow. That's just after dry brushing everything. All right, I guess I'm gonna go to a wet brush now. I wanna see how much dirt comes off in this. Not like any at all, actually. Now we are going to wet brush it. We're not gonna get like soaking wet because this is really dirty and we don't want mud everywhere, so we're just gonna kind of get as much water out as we can by shaking it. Just start to go over it.
That's crazy.
Not think that's what the shoe looked like. There's still a lot of dirt in there. I'm now gonna use this smaller brush just to get into the smaller areas and get to more detail with just the other parts that have a lot of dirt still after going over it with that.
The dirt and mud or the salt?
The dirt and mud, for sure. Salt was very, very hard to get off. It was like crusted onto the shoe. Paid for the premium materials, which you should do. And we definitely tried our best, but it's just super encrusted on there. So we did what we could. That was a pain in the butt. And I hope I never have to do anything like that ever again.
What's that face for?
Because this is not usually how we do it. I don't know how to take these out, so it kind of looks like I'm just messing around, but I'm not. All right, so now I'm going to go over the soles and just try and get everything out of there. I'll probably have to go over it a couple times and use the smaller brushes just to get all the little cracks, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Doesn't even do anything anymore. I need new water. It's so gross. Orange. It's disgusting. Right now it is. Parting the Red Sea because it is brown. Not quite that brown. That would be disturbing that came out of somebody's shoe. I already had to replace the water after one shoe because the water was orange and it could have been making the shoe dirtier. There's just so much stuff in there. All right, so at first we used the dry stiff brush just to loosen up any dirt that we could and get anything off without getting it wet. And then we used this pick so that we could pick out clumps of dirt. We just wanted to avoid getting the shoe muddy, so we got everything out that we could with the pick and the stiff brush before we got anything wet. And then we used the medium brush and we got that wet and just went over everything, which cleaned up a lot of it. And then we used this smaller brush to get over some of the patches where there's this netting that's a little harder to get stuff out of. And then we used this brush again, the medium brush, to do the soles, clean that a bunch, and then we use this again to get the smaller parts down there. And then we use this to scrub the tongue pretty well and get around the sock liner just to get anything out that we could, and used it to get up into harder to reach places. All right, so this is a side-by-side comparison. Both looked very similar in the beginning. Now with it being all cleaned up, you can see what color the shoe actually is, and you can see the designs and stuff like this with all these little like fake scratch marks almost, just as part of the design of the shoe. You can see the name of the shoe and just all the branding and stuff and all the little details. Whereas with this, you can't really see any of that. If you've made it this far, the secret word in today's video is desert, because these are deserts. All right, we also have our new website up, shop.cleankixlab.com. So make sure to give that a visit and you can order online now. All right, so make sure you subscribe and follow to all of our socials, like our YouTube that you're watching right now, our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and now to CleanKIX G.